There's an ice cream truck outside my house. I don't know if you can hear it because they have the window open.
I don't think I can hear it.
Yep. Okay, well, that's probably where that episode ends. Welcome back. We are continuing.
Yes, the choice of words.
Yep, that was extremely awkward. A new room has been created, Pollo. What would you like to call this room, Pollo?
Should we pick? I suck at stuff like this. Me too, IRL.
Does it matter? Just call it the Warcat room.
Okay, but what kind of room should we make it?
Just whatever. Go ahead and copy the data from our hotel's banquet room.
Nah, that'd be boring. They've come all the way out to Japan for this international battle standard. International battle standard festival thing. We did need a better name for that. Do you even care about being a good host?
I like the idea that literally everyone, after saying that, has to say we need a better name for that.
Yeah.
Like, everyone is saying that, but nobody is coming up with one.
Anyways, what is it non-Japanese people want to visit in Japan?
Like Akihabara? I'm gonna guess that's where they're gonna go. Kyoto, obviously. They can't visit there now. They can't. Okay, I can't read. They can't visit there now, even if they want to. So they'll like it, right?
You can't use Kyoto's data in Japan.
Why? Oh, right, that thing. Every country is so strict these days. Is everything ready over there? I'm about to bring everyone over. Ah, crap, we gotta hurry. Let's just do something from the hotel. Where do Japanese people like to relax after a match? Was it none? Didn't...
Well, when we're done with work, we take a bath, I guess.
Ah, perfect. Japanese inns always have big public baths of their selling point, right? That'll do nicely.
Something about that seems wrong, but okay.
Yes, because that's not going to gel with literally any other culture. I pulled the public bath data from our hotel's website.
Got it. So, something like this.
Meow manipulated several things on his mental tablet. The dark world instantly became the public bath of the hotel where the AOU Japan athletes were staying. There was an open-air bath on the outside and a sauna on the inside. A splendid example of a Japanese-style public bath. Personally, Meow thought it would be really weird to have a post-match celebration in a public bath. However, Jaden said this was so much more Japanese, so he gave in reluctantly. Is the room ready? Please tell me its name!
Okay, random it is then.
Room name, It's a Rat Public Bath. Roger that, Poyo. You have created It's a Rat Public Bath, Poyo. What's up with that name?
I like how that laugh was just sounded slightly sarcastic from my end.
I'm glad. What's the word? I know there's a certain word that this is absolutely in Japanese. It's otsuka, I think. What? Oh yeah, I already said that.
Well, you better think of up a better one.
Oh, that's incredible! You made it, the bath at our hotel, huh? Too bad my avatar and can't take my clothes off. I mean, you could just put on a naked mod. Oh, amazing! I have a feeling that was in English. If you put a foot in the bath, you can actually feel the hot water.
Wait, English?
Yeah.
I figured there'd be no point in making it a bath if you didn't if you didn't reproduce it with at least that much detail.
Someone wants to enter the room, Polyo. will you give them access, Boyle? Everyone's here. Meow, please give them access.
Sure.
When Meow gave them access, the enemies they'd just been fighting to the death appeared one by one near the bath. Thanks for coming, everyone. Please relax. Ooh, they really came.
I mean, I'm still not sure about this. If those COU guys asked who the glass sea belongs to, what should we do? I'd rather not start a death match when the competition's already over.
Same here. One moment, I start saying the Atlantis Spirit Field is on a high seas, and so the ACR can't keep it all for themselves. And next, we're kicking off World War IV. I think this was you, right?
Yeah, I think it was. Too bad I don't. Too bad, even though I'm Chinese, I don't know how to do a Chinese accent. So I'm just gonna do a very Americanized accent.
Okay.
I'm Lingji, the COU China, the captain of the Ball squad. I couldn't do Americanized version of the name. I said I was going to, and then I didn't. Thank you for inviting me here.
Forgot what voice I used. How shameless to hold a party in a public bath. As I suspected, the people of AOU Japan have lost their Japanese souls. This would Wait, is this... Okay, yes, I'm assuming this is the same team, which would mean that would have to be me by default.
I don't know, what? Who got what?
Frankly, I don't even remember this character.
No, I think she's on this team, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, but that would mean by default that, it would be me voicing it, right? No.
And if she's on the same team as these two on the screen, then...
You go ahead and take it. I just realized my logic was faulty, and I don't remember voicing this.
Yeah, I think I did have her. Anyways. Who knows? Maybe she'll change into a nude avatar to match the scene.
How shameless can one be? Princess, you need not remain in this undignified room any longer.
True, it would be undignified to enter a bathhouse with a closed avatar.
Close.
I said closed. Oh, but I did not have a bath towel avatar.
Princess, you mustn't. No!
Thanks for the invitation. Oh wait, is it different? Yeah, I think it was my character anyways. I'm Aisha from COU Indonesia. Yeah, no, they're on the same team.
Yeah. Hello? Can you read it?
What?
There's another line.
Oh, I did. Apparently my mic didn't pick that one up.
Oh.
Okay, I'm just gonna start from there again. This red-faced weirdo is Momotake from COU Japan.
Did I have this one?
I don't even know anymore. We just breezed through so many characters that we don't even remember who had who.
Okay, I guess I'll take it then. I'm Sujata from COU India, captain of the Ciconia squad. I know you had this one.
Yeah, then we're probably right. I'm Rukshana from COU Saudi Arabia.
I definitely had this one. I'm Andres, Suparna's peacemaker. Hey there, woo! Oh, I'm from COU Madagascar. Racially, I'm close with that guy and girl, but a bunch of stuff happened and I'm in COU's faction. Nice to meet you.
Pretty sure that was my character. Perhaps we should avoid the topic of the Mozambique channel dispute today. I'm Rethabile, the leader of Squad 601 from the ACR South Africa. Wait.
I don't remember who had this. I'm gonna go with. I guess I'll do it. Crap. God, there are so many things to keep track of.
We should put it all in a Google document. That way we didn't have to keep track of it, you know.
Silence. I'm trying to think of a voice I could do for this guy that isn't the same as literally the last guy, because they are very similar.
Yeah, they basically are.
I'm Ishak from ACR Algeria, serving as Rethabile's caretaker and guard. Okay.
This is the guy who's doing ASMR for.
Yeah.
And I'm Abdu from ACR Senegal. I think I pronounced that right.
I think
If you
so.
notice anything strange from the princess, whisper it to us instead of telling her directly. Too much honesty can be painful after all. There's nothing there. I didn't even spill any sauce or breadcrumbs today.
That's weirdly specific.
You ought to praise me.
Princess Rethabile is a member of African royal family.
It's just the high-pitched
Yeah.
southern accent. I never thought I'd see a princess in this day and age.
Except you saw like at least one already.
Exactly.
Um.
Wait. Who? I forget who did that.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm Noor. Noor.
Yeah.
I'm Noor of the ACR 1st Aerial Night Corps, the Cairo Memorial Squad. I'm from ACR Egypt. This cool, mysterious girl is Mariana from ACR Angola.
Don't touch me so casually. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm Mariana. This fluffy little cutie is Gannet from ACR Ethiopia. Pet, don't run away.
Oh, I just remembered. I think the one in the... I think the one on the right was the one that I gave, like, the extremely deep voice to. I think it was that one. Regardless, go on.
Yeah, this is all way too confusing to keep track of, so we just won't keep track of it. That sounds better.
Yep.
Stop petting my head. I mean, it is a fluffy head, though. Stop petting my head. Only Big Sister Nora gets to pet me.
Wait, no, this is... We did this, like, last episode. Stop smothering me.
Don't touch me, Nora. Don't run away again. It's just back and forth. I think that was my character.
Okay, go on.
I don't remember. Anyways. Oh my god, those three are so Yuri.
I think... Okay, yes. Actually, no. I know the one I gave deep voices. It's the next one after this. This one's your character.
Yeah, because they don't always talk in the same order.
Yeah.
Yuri's love's purest form. Neither countries nor factions nor continents can stand in its way.
Okay. We're the Abians 012th Holy Agent Corps Yellow Shavi.
The three of us will.
Okay.
What?
That's the one on the right?
Who?
That's the one on the right, I think. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope, stop. Okay.
Show you humanity's greatest miracle of harmony.
Their particular brand of excitement left the straight-life COU stunned, as well as Meow and those from the AOU.
Those smiles, though. Oh, wait. Wait, who is that?
I have no idea.
All I remember was that that's the guy that I said that I first saw his name and I said Stanislaw instead of Slog. Just looking at you.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this was your character, but I don't remember what you were doing for it.
I'm gonna change it just a little bit. I don't have many voices after like 2.
Yeah.
They're also in charge of the PR for the kids. Basically, they do pop idol stuff too. Leah is from ABN Israel, Fatma is from ABN Turkey, and Stefania is from ABN Romania. I'm Stanislaw from ABN Poland, part of the ABN Peace Department's Holy 0901 Aerial Augmented Infantry.
I know first. I think it's 901st, but
Probably. I just said the person that came to mind. This is my colleague Naomi.
I know I had this one. Pleased to meet you. I'm Naomi from ABN France. And Naima? Stop being embarrassed and greet everyone.
Oh yeah. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. I went wild. I went so wild in the match just now. Please forgive me, everyone. Wow. I can't do her lines without laughing. No, it is I who must apologize. I judged you by your appearance and underestimated you. You there, Naima. Manners dictate that champion acts that a champion acts like a champion in front of the losers. Hold your head up high so the losers may speak proudly of the one who defeated them when they return home. I know, but I want to find a hole to crawl into. What is the wow?
Anime.
You are far too self-deprecating. We don't want you losing sleep from self-hatred again. Naomi.
I'll give her a tiny bit of anti-anxiety meds.
Wow.
Fades out of existence.
Wow.
Oh, I'm back.
How'd you like that? Naima, the invincible girl, is the strongest in the world. Wow. I like how it said invisible.
Yes.
She disappeared. And I'm the beautiful fair girl from the AOU Finland, Lilia. Nia. Miss Langnick is Kioska from AOU Russia.
Kyosh. Shut up. I wouldn't mind letting loose right here, right now. Bzzzt. You do not have the permission to engage in combat in this room, Boyle. Figures. That's no fun.
Sorry, we're late. I'm Chloe from AOU Canada, a member of the Grave Mole. I got the room name wrong and had trouble getting in. She tried to get in. It's a rap public lust.
Okay.
Hilarious, yeah.
How does that even?
But that's how my Kizuna converted the word into... Wait, that's
text.
how my... Yeah,
Yeah.
It was just a minor conversion bug.
What is this face?
Oh my. That must mean you use the word lust a lot. That's not true. Ah!
I get it. That's just a bit of Japanese magic, huh? In Japanese, bathhouse and lust are both pronounced yokujo. So you got it converted the wrong way. Personally, I think the lust version...
Wait,
that's you. That's ASMR guy. Go on.
Personally, I think the lust version would work too.
It's a bunch of boys and girls in a public bath, after all. Too bad we're all using avatars. I just like how he just stands over. Then why don't we meet up offline right now? In proper attire for a bathhouse, of course.
Wait, is who? Yeah, that's the right.
Yeah, yes.
Stop that, Rookie. Don't turn red just because someone said lust.
Is this... Whoa, this is mine, yeah.
Yeah, it's the deep.
Yeah. It's a rap public lust, huh? Eek. That's gotta mean those machos from the ACR, right?
If you mean Ishka and
Ishak,
I keep bad words, and Abdu's black bodies intertwined.
What?
Nah, he's gotta be wrapped about Stanislaw. Stanislaw, I can't English.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. You can call me Stan. I'm turning everyone British somehow.
It's a vortex.
Brits.
Yeah. This is giving me a headache. What a vulgar bunch. Would you care for some headache medicine? I can send you the best preparation data. Princess, let us depart at once. This place is entirely unsuitable for one such as you.
Is everyone in Ciconia, Japan a samurai with a top? Not these days. No. Momotake is just like that for some reason. It's strange, he didn't start out that way. Wow. This bath feels so nice. Going into a bath with your clothes would be weird, so I'll go look for an avatar without any, then.
Without any of them.
Hold on. A maiden's skin mustn't be exposed to anyone but her fated partner. Hey, someone from the ABN. Stop her!
This looks like fun, so I'll send Naomi some... Naima. I don't know why I just... Okay. Naima some body data for a naked avatar.
Should I send her a super flat lolly or a short stack lolly? Oh, she didn't do the thing that time. Big sister Nora, let me hug you.
Yeah, I told you to stop being so clingy. God, all I want to do is hug Mariana.
Hands off, Nora. I want to pet and fluff again. Now.
Is this just every one of their interactions?
it's just back and forth.
As I thought, even though our countries are different, we can be friends if we gather together like this. To be honest, all of them had secretly wanted to gather together like this, across faction lines. However, once you stepped outside of your faction, it opened up the possibility for all kinds of touchy subjects, like border disputes and historical issues.
Of course.
They were youths of this era, so they were fully aware that all sides had things they wanted to say. And they were more than a little afraid of encountering the kind of fierce debates you saw on social networking sites. However, when they finally met, not a single person said anything like that out loud. In truth, before coming here, some of them had been eager to question their political opponents on various issues, arguing them down. And you know that's what I would do. The AOU and the COU had the Central Glass Sea of Japan border dispute. The COU and the ABN had the Kashmir Spiritfield Joint Development Dispute.
Kashmir.
The The ABN and the ACR had the dispute over the ABN occupying forces based in the Northern African continent. The Northern African continent? Are there two African continents?
Maybe they mean the northern half?
Impossible. The ACR and the AOU had the Atlantis Spirit Field dispute.
No, you.
What did you just say to me?
I said no, you.
And then there was the issue of AOU Russia interfering with ABN Ukraine. In COU, I'm dying. In COU Madagascar and ACR Mozambique's conflict over the Mozambique Channel. It might get confusing with all those initials, but simply put, every faction always had some issue with every other faction. Even though soldiers around the world were supposedly warriors of peace who held up the walls of peace together, everyone had been a bit unsure whether they'd really be able to get along if they interacted directly. However, when they actually met, it was like this. Everyone thought the same thing in their hearts. There may be a lot of problems in this world. There's no helping it. National borders don't just divide the world into countries, but into sets of principles and opinions as well. Borders aren't evil. They're like the walls of a water tank. Land animals live on one side and water animals live on the other. If you lose your national borders, then you lose the walls of that tank. All the land animals will drown, and the ocean animals will lose their water and die. In the first place, it's arrogant to assume that all life should live the same way. You have to admit that even humans live in different cultures with different lifestyles and different ecosystems. So if national borders are necessary, you must admit that principles and opinions can be different when you cross those borders. To an extent, I agree with this, but the problem is they're comparing cultural differences to biological differences. And that can get into some pretty dicey stuff.
I mean, but that's at least a good enough basic explanation for someone who doesn't understand it at all.
Maybe. So if national borders are necessary, you must... Wait, I think I said that. Just leave arguing about such issues to diplomats and internet patriots. All of these people were born in different countries and attached to different factions. And yet, today, in this place, they were all friends who had worked hard to become Gauntlet Knights for the sake of peace, or at least because of their fascination with the sky. After meeting like this, they were all able to think that. Hey, who uses Kizuna? Everyone raised their hands. Kizuna was a free communication tool developed by a Japanese business. Its main function was conversation translation. Countless similar programs competed for market share, and in the end, Kizuna had been declared the winner. I don't know who declared them the winner, but the Japanese company that made it was just a small collection of young people, so small that they'd be conceited to even call themselves a company. At first, its capabilities and all other aspects of it were nowhere near as efficient as those produced by massive corporations around the world. Furthermore, tools like this made people react like imprinting chicks, in that they tended to always use the first tool they were installed and were used to. They installed and were used to.
They were installed.
Yeah. That was why massive corporations created several tools aimed at youngsters. However, in the end, those youngsters turned their backs on all those tools. Of course, the young wouldn't be swayed by features pushed on them by old people, resting on their laurels while scheming to gain an economic advantage. They always had ATM-type features, greedy service contracts with cancellation fees, and so on. In the end, those convenient features always came at the cost of being dragged into some paid service or else having your data collected. The usual malicious things adults did.
Ah, yes, all adults are evil.
I hate it when my mom extorts me for money. In that environment, the simple tool called Kizuna spread by word of mouth to more and more young people everywhere. The circle of youngsters wanting to support it spread across the world, and young engineers from all over the planet cultivated it. This way, the tool youngsters used to translate conversations, Kizuna, was created solely by the young. It was passed around by young people all over the world, and now it had the greatest usage rates everywhere, at least among the young. The massive corporations realized their mistake and tried to buy up Kizuna, but the tool created by the young and for the young never fell into the hands of greedy adults. To this very day, Kizuna helps translate conversations between young people who speak different languages. Even now, young people around the world continue to strengthen its translation and dictionary capabilities, making it capable of translating even modern slang. As could be seen here, people from dozens of countries were speaking frankly in their native languages, but it was all being automatically and quite smoothly translated by the Kizuna apps each of them had installed. None of them had problems communicating. Long gone were the days when language was a barrier to forming friendships. So it's Google Translate. Of course, it could do more than just translate. It also had a familiar chat feature, a mini blog feature, and the ability to upload photos for self-satisfaction or to brag or much more. In short, it used a mental tablet and mental display to directly do the things old humanity had used smartphones for. And it all happened inside that person's head, so outsiders couldn't see what they were doing. No one could tell if they had activated during class. When adults activated it, it took all their concentration, so they couldn't use it well. However, kids of the new generation were used to background operation. People in the generation that did their homework while watching TV might remember their parents telling them to turn the TV off, since they wouldn't be able to concentrate. However, even at that time, they could watch TV, listen to music, and do their homework while simultaneously texting on their smartphones. Kids these days were very proficient at that sort of parallel processing, which allowed them to do many tasks at once. Once they reached a certain skill level, kids like this were called parallel processors, and their ability was measured in units of parallel processor power, or P3. This sort of ability couldn't be mastered unless they received special training before a certain age. Not only was that talent necessary for using high-tech weapons like gauntlets, but it was thought to be a likely requirement for unknown technologies that might come into existence in the future. For that reason, in countries across the world, parallel thinking training from a young age was made mandatory as a matter of national policy. This was the first generation. The people who were represented those with the highest parallel processing power from several countries. And so it was normal for them to communicate through Kizuna even while on the job. Technically, they were forbidden from playing with tools like that, so they could concentrate on their work, but, well, you couldn't tell someone was using a tool inside their brain just by looking at them. On top of that, they were talented parallel processors, so using the Kizuna on the side didn't distract them at all. Soldiers from all countries were forbidden from using Kizuna, but they all did. On the contrary, they preferred to use youth-targeted, easy-to-use Kizuna to the inflexible military communication tools that have been built for adult reasons, and they often chatted with Kizuna during missions.
Oh wait, so we're all using Kizuna? I thought each country had its own tool. Kizuna is convenient, and its stickers and icons are really cute.
So cute, Poyo.
I like how
Kero.
I use the Kerapoyo stickers and stuff too. They're so cute. Wow.
I'm Kero Poyo, the outie froggy Poyo. My hobbies are sleeping, eating, and dancing, Poyo. If you have any questions about Kizuna features, ask me whenever you like, Poyo. If you know how to delete me, I'll send the pictures you stored in your mental My Pics to your friends, Poyo. Wow. I use the hottie icons.
Well, when all the girls are using a tool, we guys have to use it too. The tools from our country are also stuffy. The tools in the ABN have no spark to them, so they aren't too popular. I'm just doing a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I just narrated for like 2 solid minutes at least, so.
Yeah, true. I really should be using a tool from my country, but this is so easy and convenient that I keep using it.
I don't really care which tool I use, but everyone around me uses Kizuna, so I reluctantly gave in.
I used to use something else. But I switched over because everyone I knew used Kizuna. Yeah.
Oh god.
Kizuna has so many free games.
I feel like I feel like this might have been my character. Like,
oh, well, we switched
like,
to, so.
Okay, if you want to keep it, sure.
Sure, why not? I make friends just to get hearts in Wanidora.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh, you use Wanidora? Hey, who's your main?
I use ultra rare one Yanus that I built into a counter stop.
Wait, this is mine, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, we got ourselves an addict. I'll send you reinforcements, so tell me your ID.
And your credit card number. And your social security number.
Just
The
all
rules-
private information.
The rules forbid it, but the princess likes Kizuna, so... So basically, everyone else uses it, so you want to use it too, and that's how it's spread across the world.
My. It's as though Kizuna or interpersonal bonds have tied friends from around the world together.
As I think I explained, that's literally what the word Kizuna means.
What a wonderful thing.
So I'm gonna bet this interlude here was added just for the convenience of the English audience.
Yeah.
You say that, but you all still have the ad blocker installed, don't you? Everyone around him raised their hands at once and burst out laughing.
I'm the only one who doesn't have one.
What a loser.
Someone tell me where I can find a good app face.
If you don't mind using one from the ABN, I can link you to a download site. Nice. By the way, since we're all here, why don't we all send each other friend requests?
How old is that guy with the fluffy pink hair? He doesn't even look like he's supposed to be a child.
I don't know. I don't know how old any of these people are. It's literally impossible to tell.
Exactly. Sounds good. There's no rule saying you can't befriend someone from another faction, right?
There is, but interactions on Kizuna are practically unregulated. Now that sounds interesting. Sure. I'll grant people from the other factions the honor of friending Super Genius Jaden.
Want to make a friend request?
No.
Lieutenant Lingxi. I would be happy to accept Lieutenant Meow Ace from the AOU. You can just call me Meow. Then please call me Lingji. You're quite the ace yourself, Lingji. I like how I keep having to repeat the names and everything I say. I'm just getting progressively quieter about it. Let's fight again sometime. I'd also like to try joining forces and fighting against an AI opponent.
Everyone started exchanging friend requests with the people closest to them. Peace and harmony. Hard to think of a better phrase to describe it. It would have felt extremely strange to enter the water itself with clothed avatars, so people formed groups here and there, dipping their feet in it like it was a foot bath and chatting happily. However, the open air bath was unsurprisingly the most popular spot. This place had an ocean view that was absolutely beautiful. Thanks to the luminous ADMS, the fantastical blue of the vast glass sea could be seen even in the darkness. However, its beauty was hollow, and it made everyone feel a bit sentimental. The site of this year's festival, the Gifu Prefecture of AOU Japan, didn't originally have a view of the sea.
Nice.
The sea they were looking at wasn't filled with salt water, but with earth that had melted to glass after experiencing unimaginable heat.
Is that even possible?
I mean, I guess it's possible, but that would make outside literally completely inhospitable.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
I don't know how, like, they manage with the cities.
maybe they didn't.
Yeah, maybe it's like the VR stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's actually a possibility. During World War III, Japan had been hit by a single solar warhead. Everything in the vast area stretching from central Gifu to Osaka had evaporated. All of it had melted, hardened, and turned into desolate ocean of glass. Into a whatever. That one strike had split the Japanese archipelago in half. It was fantastical, beautiful, and also the scar from a fearsome war, where masses of people were instantly evaporated. However, what's truly interesting is that no one present here knew who had created this glass sea. On the contrary, they didn't even know which countries fought which in World War III, or what had started it. Didn't even know the details of how it resolved itself in the end. Of course, you couldn't find this information by searching for it on the net. After all, memories from World War III had been sealed off from the entire world.
Interesting.
Why did humanity choose not to learn from its mistakes? Probably because we finally realized that our foolishness makes learning pointless. There are many histories as there are people who can tell it. Eventually, individual histories will contradict each other, providing fuel for new fires.
I'm 14 and this is deep.
Yeah. Even sound like it.
What?
She even sounds like it.
Exactly. Just forgetting everything is better than giving rise to new hatred.
In the B3W era, intense historical research into wars had taken place across the planet, ostensibly to prevent war from repeating again. However, in the end, humans are only capable of interpreting history in ways that suit themselves. As a result, recorded history began to change depending on each person's, country's, and faction's needs. A long time later, those histories began to bump into each other, and everyone started criticizing everyone else. In short, the research that was supposed to stop war from repeating became the fuel for new wars. And so, when on the brink of extinction, humanity picked up a certain option for the first time. It decided not to write down the history of the war. What countries fought in World War III, for what reason, and how did they destroy the world? All of that information was carefully sealed. All this generation knew was that World War III had happened and that humanity had almost gone extinct. They only knew that, as a result of the war, many places throughout the world had been scarred so badly that the topography had changed.
Those days we don't even know what World War III. Those days we don't even know what World War III was or why it happened. Do you want to know? Dot 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 dot. At this point, there's no need to know. Yeah. After all, if we did know, everyone here might not be able to get along. Wow.
Just a single. Well, even if I found out right now, I wouldn't let it bother me.
Yeah. I agree. Even if our countries weren't going at it, this nothing to do with the people here now.
Oh, that face. My America and Mia's Japan fought all out in World War II. But that doesn't stand in the way of our friendship. Meow and Jaden high-fived in a way that showed they were men who knew each other well.
Is there a different way to high five?
No, there's only one way.
Exactly. My country had a war with America too, but I just want to be friends with Jaden. Wow. Well, me too. I have no desire to cruelly demand that Meow apologize for this whatever. Sino-Japanese war. It isn't that as though Meow ever attacked us. We hadn't even been born yet.
But Meow had.
Indeed. The friendship of the people here shouldn't be affected by things like histories, countries, or the past.
And that's why, as we look at this Class C, there's just one thing we all need to remember.
One thing?
If people all over the world became friends, a terrifying ocean like this would never appear again. Currently, historical research of World War III is only acceptable as an exception among exceptions inside special research institutions.
Exceptions among exceptions among exceptions
among even trying to learn about it was a crime. In recent years, even investigating the region of AOU Japan that had been evaporated by the solar warhead had been added to this taboo. So
by who?
I don't know, probably the Illuminati. So pictures and even old maps of Japan's beloved and beautiful ancient capital, Kyoto, had been banned. Eventually, the simple fact that a beautiful city called Kyoto existed would probably fade from memory. If that was a necessary sacrifice to prevent another war, then just how horrible is war? And how horrible are humans who can't help but push towards war? Japan and America, which fought in World War II, did develop a strong friendship following the war. However, some have argued that this was simply because that relationship was necessary in the Cold War that followed. In the end, as long as countries lead people by the nose, it may be fair to say that everything happens for the convenience of those countries, regardless of whether people end up hating each other or becoming friends. As for this fantastical blue, beautiful glass sea, everyone had chosen to ignore the fact that crowds of people had evaporated and died here in an instant. Maybe they had finally accepted that humans aren't creatures who can learn, but creatures who hate each other and long for war.
Why would kids... Oh, wait, right. Then again, they are basically built to fight. I was gonna say, why would kids think about that stuff? Actually, would they even? Like...
This song reminds me of a track from Zero Time Dilemma, I believe it is. I'm just making that note so that I can put that in editing.
Okay. Listen, everyone.
Meow shook his head slightly, regaining his bright expression, then stood up and spoke to everyone. Oddly, despite how many people were here, they all had the same look on their faces.
You know, we may be from different countries and different factions. And who knows how this world is going to turn out. But no matter how much time passes and no matter what happens, I'd like for us to be friends.
Ling Ji felt exactly the same, and so did everyone else. They all looked at each other and nodded. I agree. We're all friends in supporting the Walls of Peace together. Someday, we may meet again as enemies, but still...
We'll still be friends, even as enemies.
Yes. Indeed. There is a great difference between opposing each other with hatred and doing so with friendship and respect despite our differing factions.
In the first place, our sole mission is to give those old politicians time to cool their heads and resolve disputes. Yeah. I don't want to start killing each other because some old person orders me to. Yeah.
That's literally what's going to happen. I guarantee you. That's literally exactly what's going to happen.
That's right, Rookie. We aren't the adults' pawns.
Have they talked to anyone except himself?
I don't think so. I don't remember actually. Maybe like one other person.
Exactly. There's no need for us to kill each other. We just have to buy time so those old people can chill their boiling heads.
That's not something a soldier should even say.
We're comrades supporting the walls of peace before we're soldiers. That's right. We didn't come here because we wanted to start a war. We're here because war is no joke.
Even if there is a war, we should resolve it with matches and games like today.
By now, everyone had the same feeling, with the same words on the tips of their tongues. Meow, who had brought up the subject, spoke those words aloud before anyone else.
No matter what those what those a-hole adults say, we definitely won't kill each other.
You're so selective. So, you don't think that would be possible? While still carrying our duties as soldiers?
If your shield breaks, you should just surrender willingly and retreat. And you should never chase after people when they do that. Wow.
Just amazed at your own sentence.
After all, our left arms are so valuable. They can't afford to let us get shot down needlessly.
That's right, ASMR guy. Even the IPMA says you can't attack an enemy who's lost the will to fight.
Does that just apply to those of us present?
I love whenever they run out of room for the sprites and just, like, place them in front of each other.
Just pile on top of each other, yeah. It doesn't, right? Yeah. My friends are all my friends. There's a lot of friends.
Let's have our friends and everyone else's friends all be our friends.
At this moment, all the Gauntlet Knights in the world just became friends. I'll make my friend list visible to all of you.
I second that. I'll make my whole friend list visible too. I don't have any friends. Okay, that's your input.
Exactly. Then let's start packing. Let's start packing your friend list today. You'll have so many Wanidora hearts you won't even know what to do with them.
Oh, okay then. Of course, just sending a friend request didn't automatically make them best buddies. They were probably doing it partly out of politeness, sort of like exchanging business cards.
But among kids.
I like how like this is appealing to children, like, hey kids, you're like this too, right? But then they say something like exchanging business cards. like this will help you understand it better. Rather than just like, you know, regular friend requests.
Yeah. It's just weird.
It just needed to add that boomer appeal for a second. And anyway, what did it really mean to send a friend request to someone from a different country whose face you've never seen? However, even if it was just a formality, at this very moment, all of the young Gauntlet Knights who wielded the cutting edge of the world's military might, that's like an epithet at this point. We're joined by bonds of friendship. An epithet, like, it's just like a word or phrase you attach to something to describe it, like it comes from like Greek plays, so that it helped them like remember where they were at or something. They would say like the great warrior X, and they would always say the great warrior.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, now we can label this as an educational video.
Yeah. Now we can label it as for kids and get that sweet monetization that I don't have. So instead of the tennis court oath, it's a public bath oath. You're really funny. You're so funny. Oh my god, you are so funny.
Then let's make it just like Jacques-Louis David famous painting.
Yep, that one. We are all friends and allies supporting the walls of peace. We will never hurt our friends. Pause. As everyone took an oath, making pose of their own choosing, they swore to hold true to the same sentiment.
Oh, an oath making pose. There we.
You know, you haven't experienced that much of When They Cry, but you have seen some of Higurashi Go, and you know things will always go right when they say we will never hurt our friends.
Yeah, totally.
That's the point where
I don't know if you can hear the lawnmower outside my window, but it's right outside my window.
yeah, I can.
Yeah, they decided to mow their lawns right outside my window at this time.
Very nice. Yeah, but you know that's how you know that it's just gonna be a slice of life series for the rest of it.
Totally.
Oh, I missed the line.
Something about friends, that's all I saw.
We're all friends. Okay.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. It's me, your evil self. I guess we have to play it because it's the same character.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
What's so funny?
Wait, is it internal dialogue or is it?
Probably, but whatever.
I can't tell anymore. Who are you calling friends?
I am edgy now.
You say you'll never kill each other when that's all your job is. Ha 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 ha! It's so funny because of the grass lawnmower. I also have the grass mower or something.
Shout out to the lawnmower person.
I don't even know who's doing that. What's so funny? The grass outside being mowed. That's what's funny. I like how I answered and there's another what's so funny. You're the one who's going to be doing the killing. You are. Going to kill? Who? Right over there, I am sending one Eudora hearts to Koshka. Koshka's gaping at how many hearts she's received. Across from Miss Lindsay is installing one Eudora from Mail's reference ID.
Referral ID.
Referral? Yeah. I cannot speak English.
Me neither.
Take those two you're chatting happily with right now.
What a great idea it was to do a VN read-through with two people who cannot speak.
Exactly.
I guess that's the appeal, though.
What, the nonsense of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the fact that that's for other people who can't speak because they're related. I mean, they can relate. They are there.
They're related?
Everyone who can't speak is all related.
Yeah, it's only a genetic trait exclusively.
Totally.
So, if you're out there watching this video and you don't and you can't speak, hello, brother, sister, sibling.
We're probably related. What about
uncle, and grandma?
You are going to kill them. You are by your own hands.
If my name isn't Edgy Meow.
Why do you repeat everything multiple times? And why would I kill my comrades? Like Koshka? Or Lingji? Did you forget? No, I didn't. You repeated multiple times. To kill, to destroy. That's the sole reason you were created in the first place. I don't understand why you're repeating all this stuff. Who even are you? Why do you look like me?
If you're gonna complain about the repeating in this, don't read Higurashi.
I am you. I am the one of the many yous inside you.
Yeah, this is the point of like development as the author Ryukishi as a writer. This is it whittled down. This is less repeating than he has done in the past.
Oh,
This is after like decades of writing. He's finally lowered it to this much.
Amazing. And because I know the horrifying reason you were created, I've come to put a stop to it as your inner conscience.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
What are you talking about? I don't have a conscience. I don't get it. You are an object worthy of hatred. You were created for the sole purpose of killing and destroying. Any other actions you take are merely steps along the path to achieving your final goal. I'll say it again. Please don't. You're a cursed creature created only to kill and destroy. Are you kidding me?
This is like the 4th time that the narration has said, like, are you kidding me?
Don't decide that on your own.
Wait. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay, that's as far as it goes.
Yeah, they just repeats a lot.
Yeah.
Besides, yeah, I'm attacking Meow. I always have and always will live by my own willpower. So I was created to kill and destroy, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. No one ever ordered me to do something like that. Yet, even if they did, like hell, but you know. And yet you already are a Gauntlet Knight, and besides, you're also repeating everything. So what? The Gauntlet Knights are individuals with the firepower for worship, the ultimate cutting edge of military might.
Thank you.
And I'll say it again. You're steadily preparing yourself for your goal of death and destruction.
Okay, I guess that adds a little bit different information, because now we're talking about it being like premeditated. So that adds something at least.
That's not why I became a Gauntlet Knight. I just wanted to fly.
Listen, I just want to grill.
That's why I made it my goal to become one. Also, for some reason, this background scene is very deja vu. I've never even seen this before, but it's very deja vu.
It's like Sword Art Online.
I guess.
Okay.
Well, it's true that I was able to choose that path because Dad had me undergo parallel processor training ever since I was a baby, but... Let me tell you a bit about your future. You're going to kill that girl called Koshika and that girl called Ling Yi, with whom you've been chatting so happily. You said that already. And I don't care what you say, idiot. You just insult himself.
Yeah.
I won't kill them. We just swore that we wouldn't. And it's not just those two. I definitely won't kill anyone here or any of their friends I haven't met yet that I so definitely care about. I'm not the only one who swore. We all did. All of us. All of us. That face, though. No, they'll all kill each other, too. This playing at friendship is meaningless, worthless, and every single one of you will kill each other. Why repeat every so much?
I feel like this would have been a little bit more effective if we had a scene before this where maybe Meow did something crazy and we don't understand why.
Yeah.
But right now it just comes out of nowhere, and it's giving me major like Cold Steel the Hedgehog vibes.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I like how the words say shadow, so I had to say it, but it was just as we were talking.
How rude.
This is a future you'll definitely reach, and a fixed event you'll definitely carry out. Take that girl, Ling Yi, whom I just said you'd kill.
Yes, I heard you.
I can even tell you how you'll kill her. It'll be a close-range, face-to-face aerial fight. You'll shatter Ling Yi's head with a punch backed by a force field. In the back of my mind appeared the image of my fist smashing through Ling Zi's head in an aerial battle. Quit screwing with me, this is an illusion. Even if I did pull Ling Zi into a close-range aerial fight in an actual battle, she's an incredibly talented ace. Also, I keep getting further away from my microphone.
Rip.
At the Battle Standard Festival, I was made painfully aware of her skill. Of course, we wouldn't let each other get that close so easily. You think I'd hit Ling Yi with my fist in a close-range battle? Haha, who do you think we are?
Okay.
We as in we as in him and her, not him and
Yeah, okay.
I think, yeah. You underestimate Ling Ji too much. If I launched an attack that sluggish, she'd just raise her shield and send me flying away, increasing the distance between us. Under normal circumstances,
See,
yes.
I appreciate that they didn't go and like have an entire tournament arc, because like it probably would have, like, especially this early on in the story, it would have been like, okay, sure, whatever. It's
breeze through it all.
it's just fight scenes. But I do wish we got at least something previously to indicate these characters' capabilities.
Yeah. Or like you were talking about, like a scene earlier where Meow does something weird. Like
Yeah.
it could just they don't have to show that he did something weird. It could just be in the dialogue, like, hey, why did you do that thing earlier?
Maybe you could like just slip it in subtly.
Yeah.
Maybe they did and we didn't notice.
That's a possibility. We can't English.
Okay.
Under normal circumstances, yes. I think you'd do that, and so would she. Why was that a hard sentence to read? But it won't be possible. Not for her to knock you away with her shield. After all, unfortunately for her, she won't be able to use her shield then. So your fist will continue on and crush her skull. Why is he warning? Why is he warning himself? Wait, is he? Wait, yeah, he would be warning himself. What? Oh, wait a minute. What am I saying?
No, there's clearly more going on that is not being told to us.
Probably. Her ejection shield will malfunction? That's the worst sort of malfunction that a gauntlet could have. No, it won't malfunction. By sheer power of will.
Yeah.
You will kill her. That plotline will simply be carried out. I will kill Ling Ji. That's what you've said multiple times. And not just her. I'll tell you how you'll kill Koshka. Koshka will be swallowed up by a swarm of those guided missiles you love so much, and the shrapnel will tear her whole body apart until she dies.
Yeah, because you know when you get your body torn apart and you still live.
This time I saw Koshka plummeting downwards, surrounded by sparks and blood pouring out from all over her body, because the human body contains that much blood.
Yep.
Even you and your partner Jaden will fight fiercely to the death. Same with all the others, all of them fiercely exchanging fire over and over, killing each other. A future image flew through my head, unstoppable, of all those friends who had just sworn their friendship. Blood spattered and tears dripping down as they killed each other. If I could English, that would make this scene a whole lot more serious.
Perhaps.
That kid's gonna die too. And that one. And him. And her. Every one of them will die. They'll kill each other and be killed. I'm just imagining this in a whiny voice, like, stop it! Stop showing me these crazy illusions!
Smug face.
No, these aren't illusions. You might call them memories from a guaranteed future. You exist, therefore this future must happen. Because I exist? I exist, so everyone's gonna die? Well, guess I'll die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna killed.
This brings up an interesting point in a thematic through line with When They Cry in general. This is probably more me rambling at the audience, but in Higurashi we are led to believe that free will exists and that futures are shaped by strong wills. So like fate is determined just by like who is who is very determined to carry out an action, and if they are, they're going to do it in all possible worlds. And then when we get to Umineko, we see that the characters are just pieces being controlled by higher beings that have, I guess you could say, some sort of free will because they can only act within range of what is in character, quote unquote, for them. But they're being controlled. So here we're getting this interesting determinism angle, and I'm curious as to where they're going to bring this theme in Ciconia.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to kill anyone. I want to be friends with everyone forever.
And ever.
And ever.
I just met them, by the way.
You want to protect this world of friendships where interpersonal bonds join all of you together. There we go. Of course. I'll protect it.
Mamoru da.
Friendship and peace throughout the world. That's why I became a gauntlet knight. Well, there's just one way to protect this world. Tell me, don't leave me hanging.
Then the chapter ends.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I want a world where we never become enemies. It's very easy. Just will yourself to disappear. If you do, no one will suffer or be sad. The world is going to break because I exist? Isn't that relatable? What in the world am I? Oh, I'll tell you what you really are. What I really am? Oh yes, he says what I really am, and then
Yeah.
he says his name.
Yep.
I'm Mitaki Miya, a gauntlet knight of the Aerial Augmented Infantry Unit Warcast from AOU Japan.
That's actually very interesting of a character point, because we're talking about like identity here, like what. I'm not a killing machine. What am I? I'm a military person. They have this. They say this first instead of like, I don't know. I like cats and my favorite color is green.
Like
It's no. I am I am an arm of the military. That is my specific identity.
that's just your backstory. After all, you're just a program built for destruction, which was given the name Mitake Meow. Wait, hold on. Am I too quiet or should I turn it up?
No, you're fine. Poyo! Go. Someone wants to enter the room, Poyo. Will you give them access, Poyo?
Whoa, who is it?
Ah, they're finally here! It's those big sisters from the Lato military who refed for us yet today.
I think this one's mine.
Yeah.
We finally made it in. I told you it had to be a text conversion screw up.
Haha. Japanese is hard. This is clearly a structural flaw in the Kizuna translator. So, you two ended up with It's a Wrap Public Lust? But my country's official language is Portuguese, after all. Japanese is tough.
That proves you use lust a lot in your emails. welcome you two to It's a Wrap Public Bath. Guess that means it's time for a storm of friend requests.
You have received a friend request, Poyo, times like 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Times a lot.
Yeah.
Whoa. What in the...
What is this floating graphic in front of me?
My mental display got filled up with Carapoyos.
That's quite a welcome. Thanks for the invitation. We're Valentina from Lato, Brazil, and Mary Carmen from Lato, Mexico.
Just this once I'll let you call me Mary, okay?
You get the pass.
That means we'll have to do the public bath oath again, wow. If bonds of friendship tie the world together, humanity will never make such a foolish mistake again. Meow, you may initiate the oath once more. Sure. Then let's all do it again, okay? Wait, what? What's going on? You're just a mortar. I can speak for
Murder program.
I literally just said a mortar.
Yes. Let's see where this puts us. The pieces have been gathered. The pieces have been lined up. Your opponent isn't here. Oh, I guess I should be reading it in the voice, but I didn't see it until the last line. Opponent isn't here. Perfect. King of Sorrow.
Yeah, at this point I just took the mic out. Why am I saying things?
Yay for the doomsday clock or whatever this is.
Yeah. Should we?
Yeah, just let's see this puts us. Whoa, okay. Chill. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. And also probably this recording session.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see you in the next one probably.
Bye-bye.
Bye.